One of the best things that happens because of this channel is when a developer reaches out about a game I'm already following. KeyWe is one of those games, and I'm extremely excited to preview 8 levels of this game. I'm always on the lookout for more co-op games to play with my wife, and while KeyWe is on the more casual side compared to Tools Up or Out of Space, we have had a lot of fun. It captures what I enjoy most in a co-op game, working together towards a shared goal with communication. In my opinion, co-op games work best when they require cooperation. For the most part, KeyWe nails it, so it's best if you stick around to see the game in action. You play as a couple of KeyWe birds. I don't know if they're a couple in the dating sense, but there are 2 of them. Jeff and Debra apply for a job at the post office. It's okay, there's already an octopus that works there, so it seems like a good working environment for animals. The technology in this post office is ancient. As Jeff and Debra, you have to send telegraphs, sort packages, and help with the front window. Everything is human-sized and mechanical, so you have to work together to complete the human tasks. There aren't many things a small but very cute KeyWe can do, so the mechanics are easy to understand. You can stomp with your butt to press a key or pick up a sticker. You can poke with your beak to press a button, and you can also chirp. There isn't that much more else to say. I think the best way to show off the mechanics is by going over a couple of the minigames now. The first minigame we're going to look at is working at the Telegraph desk. What time are we living in if we need to use a telegram? The words appear on the screen in the middle, and then you need to work together to type the phrase into the machine. It gets a little tricky when you need to hit a capital letter, since one KeyWe needs to pound the shift key and then stay on it while the other player hits the letter. Then, to send a message off, you both need to pound the send buttons at the same time. You're going to want to count that one down for maximum precision. The minigame is good and we enjoyed it, but it's not challenging. The layout of the keys are the same as a standard keyboard, which helps. I want to note that there is a telegraph level in this demo that is more difficult, but I don't want to spoil it by showing it to you right here. Another minigame we can look at is the shipping floor. Anything bigger than a letter goes through here. The boxes come down the conveyor belt where you need to read the note to know what to do. The note describes what's in the box and where it's going. So first, you need to change the destination to a code from the map. Then, based on the contents of the box, you'll need to slap a sticker on there. Either a sticker for fragile, heavy, or urgent. After that, you have to get the destination on the box, wait for the item to fall into the box or push it secretly, and then get the lid on. Finally, you can choose which depot, north or south, the package is going to based on the destination. This is one of our favorite minigames, since you need to figure out which sticker it needs and then the constant communication to get it shipped perfectly. There is another version of this minigame too, with a lot more boxes, but you only need to sticker them correctly. For completeness, I'm going to go over a minigame that didn't work as well. In this one, you're meant to collect all the packages and letters around a flooded basement. I was easily able to ignore what my wife was doing. We fell into a groove where I collected all the letters, and she managed to shift the packages around into the dumbwaiter. Now, maybe my wife and I have super co-op abilities from playing other games or recently building a lot of furniture. I don't know. So take what I'm saying with some skepticism. However, moving packages around in the water with 2 people would have been a lot more difficult since there isn't enough room to maneuver. Anyway, you're graded for each level based on how quickly you finish. Then, based on that grade, you're given tickets to spend on outfitting your KeyWe. These tickets are 100% worth it. Look at these adorable wardrobe options that are available. Dressing up a KeyWe as a poof ball with aviator glasses and a chef hat is a lifelong dream now realized. I didn't even know I had these aspirations until now. But all the options for customizing your Kiwi are pretty good, and I hope this is only a small subset or taste of what will be available on release. Having something silly in a co-op game is always great. It's also helpful the tickets are per player instead of shared, so fights will not break out between players. Now, if you want to play alone, it works, but it's not optimal. You have your choice between two different control schemes. One where you swap between the birds, which is easier but slower, and the other where you control both birds at the same time. Brain melting, but if you can get a handle on it, it would be faster. I tried both, and neither of them would be preferred. I don't want to discourage you from considering Kiwi as a solo player, but you should get a friend on board, especially since you can play online. Overall, I'm still excited to play the full version of Kiwi. This preview has only made me more interested in the full release. It's going to be more casual, and I hope some of the later levels I didn't get to see are a bit more challenging. However, I would still play even if that were not the case. So, we've reached the end of the video, and I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, since I need those little green arrows in YouTube on my dashboard to feel alive. Thanks.